What's up, everybody? Phantom Slayer here, and it's been a minute. I'm just getting back on. I hope everybody had a wonderful Merry Christmas, a Christian holiday, Christmas. Yes, like I said, this nation was a nation built under God, for Christians in particularly. It was indeed built for a high trust society as well. That is where our amendments came from. Our First and Second Amendment came from. The Second Amendment was built for a Christian society to fight against a tyrannical government if necessary. And it wasn't made for the Bloods and the Crips. Let's just say that, okay? And it wasn't made for foreign invaders and gangbangers and Muslims. Just like the God we were built this nation under was not the Islam God, it was the Christian God. That is just a fact, even though there were some founding fathers who were atheists, like Benjamin Franklin or whatever, but he had to accept those terms. He did. He had to do it, but even though he may not have been Christian or believed in God, him and whoever else, they did accept that this nation would be a Christian nation. They knew, just like all atheists know deep down in their heart, whether they want to admit it or not, this nation is, it needs to be Christian. That's how it functions. And them not believing in God, for whatever reason, it really doesn't change anything, because they did not push their atheist theologies into the atmosphere, right? And we have church, we in the law, you know, we have the division of state and church, of course, which is becoming, it looks like the Gen Zers and just a lot of people are wanting to change that. We'll talk about that in the future, but for now, I want to stick to the topic on which I'm talking about, which I've just had an epiphany after all these years, surprisingly, about feminism, how I was right before the holidays. This was something that was weighing heavy on my heart, and I could feel it. I could feel it, something coming. And I could see it from a mile away. And sure enough, there is just this fucking Karen gone wild here lately. All over TikTok, all over the internet. It is just ridiculous. Karen's gone wild. White Karens. Oh my goodness. It's just so embarrassing as an American, as a U.S. citizen, to see how many white women, and not just that, but GAY, these femboys, these cucks, they have to be part of the LGBT community for them to act the way they're acting. The men I'm talking about, that are screeching and screaming with all this female rage. What's up with all this rage? Dude, they are on TikTok. I've seen several videos, which here coming soon, guys. I'm gonna start live streaming, and I will bring somebody special on that stream with me to give their 2 cents in, and hopefully I can reach some people and change some minds, dude. About before time runs out. I feel like this shit is coming to a boiling point really, really bad, because I've never seen grown people act so childish on the internet. It is pathetic. It's just, oh my God. And for somebody that travels and has a significant other outside of the States, and just that person looking at is just, it's embarrassing. That person is looking like at these people, and really, are you serious? What the fuck is wrong with these people? And by the way, this person's an immigrant. and does not agree with their stance, does not agree with what they're condoning, because whether they know it or not, these people are condoning child trafficking. Whether they know it or not, and once they know the truth, that'll be on them. Some of them probably already know it, they don't care anyway. They're baby killers. They are baby killers anyway, so what does it matter? But if you support open borders, I'm going to tell you right now, you support child trafficking. And that's just a fact, whether you know it or not. But now that you know, and if you don't believe me, you can all you have to go is look up how many children came up missing during the Biden administration, man. That's all you have to do. And there's a reason they do this. They open up the borders so they can get not just the fentanyl across and all that shit, but they do it to get the children across. And we all know about the Epstein Island and shit, right? Y'all all know about that. Where do you think they're not getting kids from these third world countries? Dude, I'm going to tell you, as a person who's lived close enough to see it, and yes, I was shocked at first, but I have seen it firsthand, little kids getting dropped off. And I'm not going to speak too much about it, right? I'm going to tell you like this. Third world women and men, mostly the women, sell their kids at the border. They do it. They bring them there and they'll sell them to, or a stranger will bring the kid there and they sell them. Okay? That's just a fact. And if you don't believe me, just investigate. If you really have a heart, and if you're really some liberal person, which I don't believe none of these people are liberals. I really wish people stop calling liberals. I'm more of liberal than all of these people. I really am. Well, I think I used to be now. I'm not sure if I am anymore, because I do not like, to be a liberal is to believe everybody should have like a free way of life and thinking and being optimistic. And I'm not so optimistic anymore after seeing how some people are, because they've kind of pushed all of us into a corner and told us, hey, this is how it's going to be, or we want you dead. That's who the left has become. Now, I have conservative ways and I have liberal ways, and I think everybody does to an extent. But dude, these people do not want a democracy. They do not. They are authoritarians. They're imperialists, and they call Trump an imperialist. And I'm not some big MAGA guy, but I'm gonna call things for where they are true and where they are right. I'm a just person. I'm a Libra, man. I get along with everybody. I can get along with anybody. But one thing I don't like is bullshit, lying people, and snaky ass people and scammers. So Minnesota, like, dude, that state really it's been taken over, and the people that are cheerleading and running the fucking the vanguard over there is feminist, and it's a bunch of old women, old Karens that aren't getting any penis, all right, and a bunch of I don't want to get my channel kicked, but a bunch of side benders or scissor bangers, all right. That's what's going on here. That's really what's going on, and it's sad. That these people are doing this, and like I said, it's self-destructive. It's the most. It's a self-destructive ideology, and and that's just what it is. Like they are ushering in for their own destruction, and I don't understand it. Well, I don't think they do either. I don't think they understand what they're doing, or maybe they're so frustrated they don't care. But the thing is, that's because they're letting their emotions control them, right? And that's where all of this comes down to, where I'm completely... I'm just like, do we need to repeal the 19th now? A lot of people want that. And I agree. And I'm going to tell you why I agree and why this is not misogynistic at all. It's just for I'm wanting the best outcome for the country and for the world. And if you are a woman and you should want the same thing, right? And maybe you are like some women I know, some great women. I have a big family. I have a lot of women in my family who I love. I have a woman I love. I have a daughter I love, and I want them to have the best life. And do they need to vote to have the best life? No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. So, but here's the thing that I do see. I see that there are some business owners, some very smart women that are smarter than a lot of these men that we have brought here. And I believe that some of the women should have more say-so than some of the men that we have brought here. For instance, a lot of people that the Constitution wasn't specifically designed for in the first place. If you think the Constitution was built for anybody that just comes to the United States, you're wrong. You need to look into history more. It was not. It was not. And people will call it a white supremacy thing or whatever. You can call it that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't... I don't get what... yes, it was a white nation. A white Western nation. Just like China was a Chinese nation. So what? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? What's wrong with that? I really would like to know what people have against that. And if they do have a problem with it, then why the fuck do they want to live here? Or why do their parents or grandparents bring them here? Obviously, they're doing something right. So, it's just funny. Like, that shouldn't look... And if you are white, that should not fucking bother you anymore. Let that stop bothering you. If they call you names and call you racist, just embrace it. Just go ahead and embrace it and fuck it. Be good at it, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. I wouldn't let it hurt me, because all they're doing is name calling now. And what they do is they don't call you racist because you're not racist. They call you racist so they can kill you. And that's what they're doing. They want justification, just like they call Donald Trump Hitler. The more they call him Hitler, the more they feel they have justice to assassinate him. They do. And that's where a lot of the feminism ties in with this. I finally understood. I could never understand, why do they hate him so much? What's wrong with women? Hate a lot of women that are leading the charge against him. And of course we know that the black community has always been Democrat, and we know why. They're getting social programs and shit like that, and they love that stuff, and hopefully they can come out of that. Or I don't know. I have a different view about this. I don't think that's another thing that's not working for everybody too, but that's for another time. Now here's the thing about feminism. We're always going to need women. And I finally understand what they're so mad about. Why they hate Trump so much. Do you really think these women care about immigrants? Fuck no. Fuck no, they don't. They never did. This is a first for them. This is just a fight for them to go against Trump, and it's clear to see that. It's clear. And I get it. I get it. He represents the patriarchy to them. He defeated Hillary Clinton. That's what all this is about. And this just tells you why women should not be able to vote, because not all of them, but too many of them are too emotional. And it makes me sad, because I know most women I know are very smart, and like I said, some are smarter than these dumbasses that we have in here. But these people that I'm talking about just need to fucking be in another country anyway, because they don't agree with what our country was built for, and what the nation of it is. They're against it. They are against it, and they want to change it, and they want to get rid of the people that started it. So yeah, they can fuck off. And it's sad, man. It's really, really sad that it's like come down to this, because we were trying as a nation, dude. And I think everybody knows that. We were trying to be like this great, virtuous country, accepting of others, and let's try this out. You know, the civil rights movement and shit, and we see that backfired. Giving women their rights backfired. So every fucking thing seems to be backfired. And then, you know, it's all, you always hear them say this: they're against the white man. And if you're asking yourself, why are these crazy LGBT people against the white man so much, or less the straight white man, right? It's because they see him as the front of the vanguard of Christianity and humanity. And that should actually make other people kind of a minority. It's kind of racist when you think about it to a minority. They're pretty much saying that you guys aren't gonna fucking, you guys aren't the ones that can change the world. They're saying that the minority of the world, which is white men in the world, are the minority of the entire world. That's a fact. That's why I hate this word minority so much. Oh my God, this guy got me. I hate that word so much because, come on, bro. Like, look at the whole world and then tell me who's a minority. So get that shit out of here. And I really fucking hate politics. Like, talking about this shit, it makes me, like in my spirit, like I feel like I need a spiritual shower after I get through talking about it. But I know it needs to be said. Like, I have to do this. Like, I have to. Or if not, like, I know I'll just be lying to myself, and I will be I would be wasting, or I would just be suppressing that emotion or that gift I have to reach somebody. And like I say every time, dude, if with Christianity, that's what God's purpose was with Christianity. That was the only way all of this would have ever worked. And that's what the nation was built on. And unfortunately, people don't want to follow that. They don't want to follow that, so it'll never work. So now we have to play this stupid identity politic game, which I fucking hate. I hate it. I hate it so much because I come from a family that's very what you call diverse and things like that, and I'm pretty sure everybody has something like that in their family, or knows somebody, or cares about somebody. It's so stupid. But like I said, like, I don't think white Americans were not the ones to start playing this fucking game and to be so fixated on race. Really, it never was. It was other people that had all this wanna be proud shit like that. And I don't care what the fuck happened in the past. I don't care what excuses people try to make. There's no excuse for today. I mistimed it. There's no excuse for them to make for today. Like, there's not one. And for all the shit I had to go through at a young age behind the civil rights movement, no appreciation, and then people just not knowing history. but there's no excuse not to know history anymore. There's not. Like, not if you don't know that, like, several blacks owned slave, that Native American tribes owned slave, that everybody owned slave. There's still slave trade going on in Africa today. Then you're either being disingenuous or you're being lazy. Okay, that's just it. There's nothing stopping you from searching the truth. Okay, so you can look that up if you don't believe me. What was their name? Johnson and Johnson. Matter of fact, that was the two black slave owners, and they owned a bunch of slaves. And so, yes, it was a man's world. Indeed, it was. And here's the deal. Also, the patriarchy. The patriarchy. It's made, God made it that way, man. So I don't know why we're trying to go, like, I guess we try something new and it's not working, apparently. Okay, it's failed completely. And there's women that I believe that, like I said, are smarter than men. So I'm okay with another solution for, instead of repealing the 19th. Oh, and this is what I've said from the beginning. There's a lot of people that want to repeal the 19th. I would love to end this feminism bullshit, but I don't know exactly how we do that. But I do know how we can get rid of some of these dumb voters, ignorant people who are voting for things when they I don't think they should have that privilege. I think voting should not be a right, but more of a privilege for people who, which of course, for some people it is like that. If you're a criminal, you cannot just vote. But, or if I believe it, I'm not quite sure if it's felony or what, but I have to look it up. But I believe you should fucking have some life experience, or you should be able to pass a test. You should have to do it like a driver's license, bro. Like, you shouldn't just be able to turn 18 and be able to vote. That's just fucking stupid. That's just stupid. It really is dumb. And letting other people from outside of the country come in here and just letting them be able to vote. Like, these Somalians should not be they should not even be in Congress. Ilhan Omar should not be in fucking Congress at all. And we can see it right now. These people, they just want to come in and build their fucking enclaves of their own people, and they don't care. So all these stupid white saviors and wannabe white heroes, you're making a fool of yourself, and you are going to end up resenting these people more than you know if you were fighting for them. I used to defend certain people of a certain demographic. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I did, because I grew up in a certain place, in a certain way, thinking they were victims until the truth hit me. But one thing I'll tell you I never had was that motherfucking guilt. Never. That pissed me off. Actually, that pissed me off. I understood that at a young age. I never had no shame or no guilt or nothing like that. But I had a lot of uncomfortable moments where I felt like I really couldn't say anything because of where I was at and just all the peer pressure around and things like that. But that's what we have created with all of this. I can't really blame all that on feminism, really, but I think feminism does have a lot to do with that. The way the votes went, the emotions and that's because women have a gift to nurture, to feel bad about people. Like, I'll just use my wife for example. Like, we can be watching a TV show and it can just be ridiculous. Something in the way they try to portray things in these movies are just ridiculous now. They will try to paint like a story that they can try to base it, or they'll try to base it on historical things or American culture, and it's just completely false. They always in these new shows try to make the people who are not with the big crime stats, the criminals, and the criminal people, innocent people in all of these shows, they're always champions or wise people or a doctor or engineer or lawyer, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't have to say it. So, and does that make me bad for noticing that? Does it make you bad for noticing that? No, it doesn't. But you do notice it, and you do know that it's a fact that these people normally are not looked at that way. And it does not make you a bad person for noticing things. It does not. It doesn't. It makes you a bad person for judging somebody for noticing that. I do believe that, though. I believe if you're gonna if you're gonna hate somebody for noticing or for wanting to defend themselves from other people hating them or wanting them to die, then yeah, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit if you want, if you're advocating for that, or if you don't want people defending themselves. I'll tell you straight up. If I seen another group of men of another race being like hated on so much and having this agenda, I would definitely be defending them people. If Chinese men were just being attacked all over the media, and all over, not just when I say media, I mean everything. Entertainment industry, Hollywood, we all know who owns all this shit. We all know who owns it. And the sad thing is, I can't even say what people owns it on here, because I might get kicked off this. I might just lose everything right here. But it needs to be said, and this is the uncomfortable truth I hate talking about. But I need to. I have to say it. I don't know why. I guess something in me says I need to do it. I need to do it. And I have to, because if I don't, then I'll probably regret that I never even mentioned it, because we all have a voice, and there's people I love and I care about their future, and I see their future is under attack. For me personally, I could handle it. I could handle this shit, and you know what? I just live the rest of my life and die. But now I see, nope. There's people I love, and the way this shit is going, nope. If we're already being targeted like this, at this speed, it's such a high speed. No. Feminism is getting out. It's getting out its cage right now. It's going to Minnesota.
Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is.
Okay, never mind. I thought that was that crazy
let's
woman.
Take a look inside. This may feel a little strange.
All right. But anyways, like I said, just look at Minnesota. They are fucking going nuts over there. They're screaming. They're going on TikTok and they're calling for the death of people that are against them. They're calling for the death against our federal agents. And I know everybody's probably already seen what happened to that woman that clearly, dude, I thought at first too she didn't hit him, but after watching it, and she hit the fucking guy. She fucking hit him. She did. And I'm not going to go into all of that, and we'll see that in the court. This guy is not going to be guilty because I've already watched it several times. I watched it from every angle, and that's not really the point of my video, anyways. Well, it kind of is. It is what started it. Not the case, not who's wrong or right, but the fact that she was there in the first place, and that she was LGBT, and that is part of this feminist rage. And I've also seen on TikTok of all these people, all these women making these videos, screaming and hollering. They all have one thing in common. They are even putting the hashtag feminist rage on there. They're hashtagging it. So this has nothing to do with immigrants. It has nothing to do with protecting their neighbors. This is an excuse for them to get out of their house, get out of their comfortable house because they have no purpose, they have no kids to raise, they have nothing to nurture, and they may feel like these immigrants, because women are hardwired to be nurturing people because God created them to be mothers, right? So maybe they see these immigrants as their little children, you know. That's how they see all of these minorities, these white Karens. They see minorities as their little children they have to go save, and which really makes them the racists, like the worst. And that would just, for me personally, that would piss me off. And that would piss me off. But, however, they're going to use it to their advantage. People are going to say, they're just going to laugh at them. All these immigrants, these illegals are laughing at them. All these Somalians are laughing at them, saying, you know, go Karen. Even the blacks, even all these black women are on there on TikTok saying, go sister, go my white sister, clapping them on like, hell yeah. And they're like, laughing while these fucking stupid white women are fucking supporting them. And, you know, yeah, let that, I just said a lot. So let's just let this soak in real quick. I'm going to let that breathe for a little bit. Well, and another thing about my channel has already been shadow banned, so, but if you would like to leave a comment, go ahead and leave one. I could care less, not, but I hope somebody does see this video and it does help somebody out. It does help somebody. Maybe somebody's been on the straddling the fence of how they feel things. Because I know I did. It took me a while to come full circle and see the light, but it just so much has happened in the last few years that helped me really change my mind. Like, oh my God. And I was like, really, I do not want to be in this. I do not want to be in this this battle, this fight. But when I see that how many people it's affected and how big this battle is, or this war is, and it's really a culture war. It really is at the end of the day. Then fuck that. Fuck that. You know, you're not going to try to fucking end me and people that look like me. You're playing this identity game, and y'all would have anybody that looked like a certain person to end them, or with a certain ideology. And that's the complete opposite of liberalism. Complete opposite. It is imperialistic. It's identitarian. It's fucking... It's everything. It's a supremacist. You have a supremacist ideology, you know, and it's so fucking retarded. Okay, but I'm gonna save these other things for another video because I could just sit here and go off trail for a whole long time on these other topics. That's really what I wanted to say was I just wanted people to notice what I was talking about on my last videos. It's not like I was just blowing out hot air and just ranting about shit or just talking about women for the hell of it, because like I said, I love women. Women are important. Without men, men without women, we really don't have much to do. This life would suck. That's how it started in the garden. Adam needed somebody. God gave him a woman. He seen he was lonely. He needed somebody. He needed a partner. And he made that person. And he made that person and wired them a certain way. Like I said, the woman has not that men don't know how to nurture, but they have something different in them. And their hips are built different too for running. And that's what I really can't stand, the thought that all of these women are calling for violence. They're trying to get people riled up and go out and hurt people. They are even demonstrating on TikTok of how to get physical when they're not the ones doing it. They're trying to get men to do it for them. If anything, these women are trying to get men to do it because men are the ones in the military. It's just like men in the military. They have the right, women have the right to vote, but when they have the right to get us in a war. They have a right, if they wanted to be president, they could be president and then go start a war. Wars have been started over women. Right? And I'm not saying there's not room for women in the military, but if there was a draft, women would not have to fucking go. It would be our young men, which is stupid. So, no, fuck that. If you can't be put in a war, if you can't be drafted, you should not be able to fucking vote. That's just clear as day. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And would I want my daughter with a fucking gun? No, absolutely not. Would I want her to be on the front lines of the military? Absolutely not. I'd rather her not vote and not have to be drafted to a fucking war. Because I love her. And all these people that are supporting feminists, they don't love women. Now they're putting guys in their sports. They don't love women. And I know some women are probably saying, well, I would hate to lose my vote, man. You probably think the same way I do. And that's great. But unfortunately, there's just too many. It would be a sacrifice. I'd rather sacrifice the vote of some very good women, very smart women. I know smart women that run businesses better than men, that do a lot of things better than men when it comes to economics and things like that, in different areas that are more responsible, and probably have a better ideology, and they probably lead better in certain areas, because men have become weak. But they have become weak because of this feminist movement. Feminist is not just hurting the women. It's fucking up the men, the younger guys. I'm watching this happen. I'm watching this younger generations. They are turning, they're twisting their hips and they're wanting to be boys and girls and shit. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid and it's sick. And it's sick. And it's most of the time, it's these women that are trying to turn their kids. And yes, there are a handful of men, and shame on them, which you already know, they're LGBTs. And I just think that's sick that we even allowed them to adopt kids, because we all know where this is going. This is going to a PDF place. That's the end game. That's the end goal for all of it. That's the end goal for all the rainbow shit. And they've already talked about it in California. They're already trying to make a law. In case you guys didn't know this, they are trying to make a law, or they're trying to make it a clinical issue for PDF files. That these men, or men and women, but mostly men, their PDF problem is a psychological problem. It's a clinical problem. It's a diagnosis. And that's where they're trying to legalize this. And this all goes back to the hate towards the white man. Because like I said, the white man has always kind of been, or always been for a while, the vanguard of Christianity, at the front lines, and standing up for things like that. Actually going out there, being proactive about feeding children in, I would say Gaza, but in Africa and things like that, starting these missions. And women have been right there to help them too, rightfully so, doing missionaries. Christians have been doing this. But now we became this passive, tolerant Christian nation, which is not. It's not supposed to be like that. God is open, does have the doors open to everybody, and that's including the LGBT people. But, however, we are supposed to not allow certain things to pressure us or to sway our kids. When, a dog comes to bite your kid, you're going to fucking kick the dog and get them to fuck off. It's the same thing with all that stuff. The invitation is open. The invitation is open for murderers, just like the LGBT people. Just like we're saying, it's nothing against them, but we do have to defend ourselves against them, just like we would the murderer, who God would accept as well. Just like he would accept the thief. You still have to defend yourself from these people, because in the end, these people want something from you. These people want something maybe from your kids, or from the youngsters, from the younger kids. And most of these people, all of the people who touch little kids are like that. So it's not that all the LGBTs are PDF files, but all the PDF files are LGBT people most of the time. But anyways, okay. I'm gonna keep on about this as long as I need to. Like I said, I really don't like having to stir up the pot like this. But I've seen too much, man. I have seen way too much. And like I said, I have some friends out there who probably disagree with me, or people that disagree with me, and that's fine. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that, and I don't want you dead because of it. That's the funny part, and that's what I hope, which is pretty sad, which I have seen mostly on TikTok, and on the media, is people are now calling for the death of people who disagree with them, which is pretty fucking sad. Pretty fucking sad, and a pity. And I feel sad for those people. Like, I feel sad for that lady that got shot. The way her life ended, what a useless way to go out, man. Like, that, God. She died for somebody who does not give a fuck about her. If it was for that Somalian guy, it was for somebody that scams her. Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got nothing for Somalian people, dude. Like, I don't care. You can call me whatever. I do not give a fuck. Fuck those people. I want them the fuck out of here, dude. I don't care if they got naturalized or whatever. I want them the fuck out of here. You stole $19 billion from this fucking country? Get the fuck out, dude. I would gladly help. Sign me up, boss. But for real, fuck those people. I don't know why anybody would want to support and protect those motherfuckers, man. That is just fucking crazy to me. And if you look at them, why do they all look the fucking same? I don't care if I'm being rude right now. I really don't. They all look the same. They all got fucking their cousin fuckers and all of this stuff, man. Why are these people here? I know who brought them here. And I already know why they're here, but why are they still here is what the fuck I want to know. That's why I'm going to say I'm not this big Trump guy, because I don't think he's doing enough. I don't think he's doing it fast enough, to be honest with you. And like I said, I'm going to end this with this right here. There are some immigrants who deserve to fucking be here. There are. And I want to have a trade now. I want to have a trade. If these fucking white Karens, look, if they care so much, then let's fucking trade you out. Let's trade you out for some women from some other country. Some beautiful, smart women. How about that? How about that? You let us pick. You let us pick who can take your spot, and you can go fucking move somewhere else. That would be lovely. You can trade. You can give up, since you think you have white privilege, which obviously doesn't exist. We saw we saw that when this lady Renee Good died. I think that was her, like, a lot of these people's wake up call. They're like, what? White privilege doesn't exist? Wait, Renee got killed by a cop. Yeah. Go check the stats. Happens all the fucking time. More than the blacks want to believe. But anyways, and even I think more whites get killed unarmed at a much more higher rate per capita, when it is blacks committing the higher the higher crimes per capita. So, and yeah, sucks, man. And like I said, dude, there's always people. There's always some people that are the exception, and I'm not one of these people who thinks like we need to be playing these identity politics. Like I said, I really hate them, and but I'm starting to really believe that, dude, we're not. It's just not gonna fucking happen anymore. It's we need like a split. We need to split up and you know, and certain people that I think there's selective few people that who have assimilated. Those people should be able to live a great life with the rest of the people that this fucking nation was built for. That's it. And I know people will hear this and they'll be like, oh my god, you're saying all of that, and you may not like it, it may make you feel uncomfortable, but I'm saying what you already know in your head, or you've been thinking the same thing. You know, it's like stupid to sit here and say that it's not happening when it's clearly fucking happening right in front of your eyes. These people clearly hate you. We have these fucking women saying they got, white people who got these privileges when they just got shot. So it's so stupid. So I don't want to hear that white privilege shit anymore. Like, they fucking declined. Yeah. And I already know that. I've been knowing that growing up anyways. Like, that does not exist. If you have money, you have class. People with money have a privilege. That's probably where that stems from, white privilege. But no, and white people should have the fucking privilege in this country. They're the majority and they fucking created it. Why shouldn't they have privilege? Japanese should have fucking all the privilege in Japan. Just makes sense. I mean, why should a foreigner have more privileges than them? And that's not even the truth. And look, Somalians have more privilege than white people do. Blacks have more privilege than white people do in the United States. That's just a fucking fact. Matter of fact, white people don't even have the privilege enough to defend themselves without getting called racist, Nazis, Hitlers, Schmidlers, all this stupid shit. So yeah, that's always been something silly to me. I've been knowing that growing up, but in case you other people, if you still believe that, if you still like have been indoctrinated where you believe that and you support that, or then yeah, you got some waking up to do. Yeah, fuck. And the great news is this younger generation, they're not having it. They're not sticking up for it. They are tired of it. Like, people in general are tired of it. But from what I see is the Gen Zers, nah, they're throwing all by the time that generation is all grown up, they're throwing all that shit out the window. And people who don't agree with them, man, I think it's gonna be pretty ugly, dude. I really do. And another thing is, I see where this is headed to. Elon Musk is getting fucking. A lot of people are starting to see that this guy is the man. Like, that he wouldn't hesitate to do some of the things people are wanting 47 to do right now. So that's y'all's next president, guys. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Elon Musk is going to be the next guy. Yep. And he's not going to have it. He is not going to fuck around. I believe that. He's very proactive. He doesn't wait. He's not scared about what people call him. He's not scared of the name calling. And I think he's been through enough shit. He's from South Africa. He knows the truth. And yes, those people have been fucking been genocided, dude. Like, I don't know how people didn't know about that. I'm not from there, and I knew about that 20 fucking years ago. So that's just insane to me that people did not know that that South Afrikaners were being genocided. I know this is like really getting off the topic, but you know, all of this shit is necessary, and I will be talking about this stuff probably on a new channel And yeah, I'll have full once I get all my shit set up, my computer set up, and I will have my partner with me on there. And yeah, so I will be seeing more of that and reaction videos and stuff like that as soon as I get my fucking monitor. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Oh, why didn't I use the palm on these bastards? There we go. Ah, I think I can jump. Yep, I sure can. Let's see. No. I think there's a way I can. Yeah, there it is. Fuck. She. Oh. Hey, what the fuck? Fuck yeah. Alright. Cool shit. Come on. Slide, you son of a bitch. Here we go. Alright, this fucking thing right here. Ah. Oh man. I fucking went in here without. I forgot how I did this. I did this last time. Shit. Fuckers, little bastards chasing me. Supposed to be a goddamn. Oh. The golem. Oh, bitch got me. Shit. Motherfucker. Ah, damn. Shit. Ah, missed. Nah, come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. Do I have deflect? Yeah, I need that shit on there. Let's do something like this. Like that. And yeah. You know what? Hold up. I think that's all I need to do right there is just touch this fucking button. Touch the button. God, it's really pissing me off. There we go. There we go. Get rid of all of them. Yep. So this is pretty easy once you know what to do. Come on. Can't die right here because it'll reset all that shit. Alright. I'm getting better and better and better at this game. What is that? Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. I say that and I fucking fall off the goddamn thing. There we go. Not again. Ah, wait, hold up now. Uh-huh. How about them apples? Eh? Oh. Oh, stupid. Stupid move. Yeah. Oh, shit. Alright. Instead of going up there, we can do this. And Ah, what are you doing? Okay, wait. There it is. Wait. Here we go. Why didn't it let me grab it? Get the fuck over and grab it, bitch. Blue light. There we go. Oh, no, I had it. So fucking stupid. There we go. Now, but this one, supposed to be able to grab that shit. I know that. All right. Some reason it's not letting me grab that one. Okay, so I'll just have to go up and accept this shit right here. Oh, it still hit me, huh? Okay. Hang on. Should be able to bust through the wall. I mean, come on. Can't climb the fucking wall? Dude, climb the wall. Oh, it's that I'm climbing it too fast. Shit. Hit my head on the goddamn hook. Alright. Ah, dude, there's a way. There is a way to get up. Ah. Piece of sheesh. Ah, that's it. That's it. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, all right. Okay, now I got it. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, you can do that. And it might be all right, let's see. 1, 2. Grab it. There we go. Get the head of all of that shit. No, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare, dude. Piece of shit. Ah. There it is. Uh-huh. Whoa. Alright, now. Oh. Okay. Zigzag. Okay, since my video is still running, and I was talking about, and I kind of finished up on the video about feminism and how all my videos have came true about it. And right before the holidays, I put out 3 videos about this, about feminism and how it's destroying the United States. And sure enough, Minnesota is on a fucking decline right now. That's all you see is a bunch of fucking white Karens out trying to be the Avengers right now and save people who don't give a fuck about them. But like, it wasn't about saving these people anyways. This is about bringing down the patriarchy. The problem, their thing is, whatever Trump represents patriarchy to these people. Case, y'all don't know. If you have, like, it took me a while to figure out, why are all these LGBT people and crazy Karens and GAY women or just feminists against Trump? Like, the man literally he always has like a lot of women representing him. Like they're even going after the women that he's put in good positions. And I forget their names. There's the one that's doing the ICE thing right now. And there's also my wife. She is waiting for her papers, and she knows her name, and she even agrees with these. She does not agree with these people. You know, she agrees with the process. Matter of fact, a lot of people, there's a lot of people that do not live in the United States that hate the borders being open. It sends people, shitty people, to their countries as well, and they don't get along, in case y'all didn't know that. And it's a big fucking mess. And what ends up happening is, it's just a big mess. It is a big mess. What happens is little kids are the main victims of this shit. They are targeted. They are trafficked. And I don't want to talk too much on this subject because it's really fucked up. Because I've seen it. I've actually seen it. So has my wife. Little kids at the fucking border, dude. Like, people sell their kids from third world countries. They do it. They will bring their kids to the border or to wherever they need to sell them. I don't know exactly where they go and how it works, but they will sell their fucking babies. They're doing it. And then once they get across the border, we don't know what's happened, but if you know, in the Biden administration, I'll say this again, what happened to all those kids? And I'm kind of upset that I haven't heard Trump bring that up or his supporters, because and that was like the thing about Christians, like all these so-called Christians saying that I'm not voting for either one. Well, like, okay, so you're just gonna let fucking kids get trafficked across the border? We all know that's bullshit, man. It's all about this thing. They don't see Trump fit or something. They don't like something he said. Grab him by the pussy. Just stupid shit like that. Like, who fucking cares? As long as he's getting as long as the outcomes of what he's doing is good, that's all you need to fucking worry about. Who gives a fuck what he says or thinks? As long as he's doing something. And that's what it is. These people have been, they've called him names, and they've dehumanized him. And they know he's not fucking Hitler. They know he's not imperialist. If he was, they'd all be dead. They wouldn't be talking. They would all be shot. These protesters would have got shot down like the ones did in Iran. It is so fucking crazy. How ironic. They've all been calling him an imperialist. And, and then just a few days ago, sadly, I'm fucking holding back tears as I watched the video of all these protesters. You could hear, they didn't show it, but you could hear them screaming as like all the fucking bullets were flying their way. You could hear the gunshots and just people screaming. Yeah, and a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. And yeah, that's what's fucking happening. And not one fucking of these moral, big-hearted, loving, so-called liberals, they're not liberals, because they want you silenced. They are imperialist. They are authoritarians. They do not believe in liberalism. They're the polar opposite of liberalist. They want their enemies dead and silenced. So yeah, I wish people would stop calling them liberals. Some of these channels I'll watch videos, and I'm not a big fan of most of the big talking heads, these big mainstream, these big popular channels. Some of them, I think they're just not that they're grifters, but I think they're paid for, and it's just kind of like their job, and maybe they've made enough money. I don't even think some of them, it doesn't affect them the way it does the rest of us. All of the policies and what's going on, like it's affected my life. Yeah, immigration has fucked my life, or it didn't fuck it up. I mean, I made a way through it, but it was tough, and I could have had a hell of a lot more money. My life could have been really set had they not come over and fucked up the pay wages, the economy, and jacked up the prices on houses, man. Oh my God. Did they do a fucking number over here in Texas? They really fucked shit up in Texas, big time. That's because they're willing to live 5 families in a goddamn house. And what do? They go and then they go fucking send all the money back, build them a beautiful house in their home country. Not all of them, but there's too many of them to do it. So, and this is what women voted for. This is what mostly women, they will vote for the people that will pull this shit in. That's why I say feminist is the worst fucking thing to happen to the United States. It's the worst thing. It brought in all the gay rights. It brought in all every emotional thing you can think of. Whether it fucks up your life or not, it doesn't matter, because it's like watching TV to them. If it's not affecting their life directly, they really don't care about it. And some of them don't even know that it's affecting their life directly. Some of them don't even know they got scammed. 19 billion fucking dollars from these big bulb-headed fucking Somalians. Dude, and that's the worst part, is when you see these people who fucking scammed. Oh my God. Just knowing they're getting in a BMW and driving back to their fucking brick house in a nice white neighborhood, while you fucking have to live in the ghetto with the poach monkeys drinking 40 ounces, clapping back at each other, and you might get caught in a crossfire or something like that, or you might get robbed trying to get gas or at the ATM machine, unless you ain't watching your back and packing the strap too. So it's just fucked up, man. It's really fucked up for the middle class people. And so I'm assuming these people, they're not that affected by it, because if they were, I just know these people are not willing to give up money, give up certain privileges of being American, not being white, but being American. And I'll say this again, white privilege, like I said, that's what everybody's going nuts about. They are seeing white privilege doesn't exist. With the death of Renee fucking Good, white privilege does not exist. And they're like, what happened? This agent killed her. That's murder. He defended himself. She clearly fucking hit him. Like, I watched the video several times, all the angles, slow motion. Yes, the tire was spinning when he pulled out his gun. Ironically, ice saved his life. The tires fucking span out on ice. It literally saved his life. Ice saved his life, and ice took her out. Or she probably would have killed him. Dude, if there was no ice under the tire of that truck, she probably would have killed that guy, and they probably all would have been celebrating. Oh, it was just an accident. She was trying to get away. I could already hear it. She was scared, you know. But good thing that didn't happen. And unfortunately, as a Christian, I feel bad that this woman is probably in a place, I'm not a judge, but just saying by her lifestyle, I mean, I have no idea. And I don't believe in eternal torture. I don't believe in eternal torment in a burning fire, in a burning inferno. That's Hades. That's Greek mythology that the Roman Catholics use to scare people into paying their taxes and going to church. So, and that's just something. That's what I believe. Okay, if you don't believe that, it's fine. I don't care. But that's besides the point, anyways. But yeah, I don't believe in that, and I hope I hope to God there's not a place like that, and that somebody like her would be like just done something that fucking stupid, like gave her life up. Her kid is left behind, and I'm praying for her kid too. Like I'll pray to God this kid grows up. I'm pretty sure this kid is gonna grow up and fucking hate, probably hate the crazy shit over there from that side of the aisle, and feminism and all that stupid shit that took his mom from him. Stupid ideology, pretty much, which is a religion now, that took his mother from him, or them. There's 3 of them. 2 of them she don't have custody for, in case you didn't know. A lot of misinformation going around, as usual, with Tim Walz, that fucking goofy looking ass, scrawny ass, Jacob Frey, who looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I can't stand these fucking people, man. Oof. I can't fucking, dude, I cannot wait for justice to happen. It's gonna happen this year. Redemption and justice is coming, and it's coming for the true victims, for the people that have been shunned by the media, called this and that and all kind of names, and have these people have done nothing but tolerate other people's bullshit, possibly get jumped or sucker punched in the back of the head, just made fun of by Hollywood for the last 10 years on every fucking movie, and had to be the villain. You never see blacks as the villains on these fucking movies, do you? The black man always a good man. He's always he's either a hero or a sidekick, or he's doing something good. You never see them doing. They're never in a villain role, or there's like a few of them that are, because maybe in the comic books they were that way, but that's it. In all these other TV shows, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're engineers, they're scientists. It's just whatever, man. And what I think all these people watched is that stupid movie that just came out. I watched just a little bit of it with Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn. Battle After the Next, I believe is the name of it. I really wish more people, I wish I wasn't fucking shadow banned so more people could hop in the chat here. And if you do type something in, it will show up on my screen. And the AI will, or not the AI, it will read out the text if you type something in on here. I'm not exactly sure how it looks on PC right now, but I don't know. Some people get on here and they do type when I stream, and it'll read it. It'll read out your comment and it'll display on the screen. But anyways, so yeah, son of a bitch. Okay, alright. What's going on here? Alright. Pass this little jacked up ass part real quick. But yeah, it's just really fucked up as this lady fucking died. For, I think, what the guy that was some ugly motherfucking Somalian bulbhead fucking child rapist. Probably raped a white girl, I'm sure. Probably raped a little white girl, something she used to be. Renee Good. You know, and like I said, it's sad that I think about right now, where is she at? You know, we don't know because we haven't been to the afterlife yet. And as a Christian, like I said, I believe in something else. I just don't believe in that eternal torment, but I do believe that certain humans will be annihilated. I'm not saying she will, but I have no idea. But she might be in a scary place right now. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, from what I understand is the opposite of eternal life is no life, basically. It's not eternal life in fire. It's just stupid. It's death. It's complete death of the soul and the body. So that, unfortunately, like I said, I don't know. I don't know her heart. I don't know who she was, and that. No, it's not like, I don't think she was inherently an evil person. I think she was a dumb person. That's all. Very, very stupid person. And who I really think the evil person is that little fucking tomboy that was strutting around in her boots, 4'8", fucking wannabe Billy Badass, screaming, U.S. citizen, U.S. citizen, military ex-veteran, 446, blah, 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 blah. Fucking, the next thing, she's screaming like a little bitch that she is. That fucking stupid motherfucker. Yeah, well, maybe she'll go to prison, and then she'll get to eat all the pussy she can ever dreamed of. Fucking bitch. And and yes, Renee Good did fucking hit the shit. She hit that motherfucking officer hard. If you watch the right angle, one of the angles doesn't look like she barely nipped him. But that's because you're watching it from the back. It would be like that if you're watching a car, like if you go outside and watch your car drive off a certain way. It doesn't look like they're going fast. Stand on the opposite side as they're coming towards you, and you will see how fast they're fucking going. That's what the news did to you. They all brainwashed you motherfuckers. They almost got me too. They almost tricked me. I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like she hit him at all. Why did he shoot? And then I seen the right angle. Oh boy. I said, oh boy. Oh boy. Then I saw the tire spinning on the ice. Tim Pool did a great video of breaking this down. I just can't stand hearing his voice. I just can't stand the little fucking dork, personally, but he did do a great job of breaking that down, and he brought some great points. He noticed the tire spinning on the ice, and he never said this though. If that ice wasn't there, like I said, the fucking dude, that guy, may have been dead or may not be walking. I believe if she hit his hips, and he was internally bleeding, she would have broke his hip. She would have hit him harder, for sure. I mean, the dude's pretty big, so I'm pretty sure he's tough. He looks like he's built pretty tough. Some people are like that. My fucking grandpa's got hit by a car while he was painting. So, you know, and he did okay. Drinks a lot of fucking milk too, so I guess that rumor bid's true. Drink milk. It's good for your bones. Lots of calcium, potassium, iron, all that good shit. But Renee Good won't be drinking any more milk. She doesn't get to. She doesn't get to because she wanted to be a white savior that day, and save somebody she doesn't know. And I don't know if she did it for money, because we know they're getting paid to do this now. They are getting paid. And so we don't know how. I don't know why. And this is one thing I think about conservatives, about the right. What I don't understand about them. Why don't they call these people out for stuff like this? You know they're getting paid. Like, why don't y'all? The conservative side is, they try to play by these general rules, and it's just kind of gets on my nerves. It's like, you guys wonder why I keep having problems. Y'all have not let y'all's balls drop at all. And the people running the front of the pack are just kind of like dorky guys, like Steven Crowder. Like, I just don't find the guy much like a leader. I'm sorry, and he says some good stuff. He's not a comedian. He's not funny. He just doesn't seem like he'd be a leader if like shit popped off, and which I hope never fucking does. That would really fucking suck. But it looks like if people keep It looks like this is the way it's going if these people don't stop. It's because what they're going to do is they're going to keep out there and being gaslit by their politicians, and then they're going to cause the president to go ahead and call in the order, and then they're going to say, oh, this is civil war, and there might need to be some kind of I pray to God these fuckers don't end up being the reason martial law comes into play somehow or something like that. Like I said, I don't trust any I like a lot of what Trump's done. He's got a lot done. He's busy. You know, he's always doing something. I don't like everything about him, but you know, shit. I think people have been giving him too hard of a time. I don't care about the Epstein files. I don't think he can do nothing about that. I don't think so. I think if he did something with that, or maybe he's waiting, he don't want to give people a heads up. You got to be smart about these things. He's very clever. He may seem like somebody who talks a lot, but he talks a lot when he's just fucking around. But when he's really doing something serious, like what he did over there in Venezuela, he didn't say much, you know. So you never know when he's bluffing or not, because a lot of times he's just talking shit. So that way, whenever he really wants to do something, you don't know. But like I said, I'm skeptical of anybody now, including Trump. And we never know, you know. And but I don't think so. I think if he wanted to do something like martial law or something like that, he would have already fucking did it. And if he was an imperialist or dictator, he would have already fucking brought the military or something, or caused his people to go out there and go meet these people head on with guns too. You know, he hasn't called for any violence like that, like they say he has. He hasn't done anything like the fucking imperialist piece of shit over there in Iran did, and just killed like thousands of his own people for protesting him. God bless those people too, man. I feel so bad, dude. And that's what'll happen if Islam takes over here, like they're trying to do the West. We can't trust the UK either. They've been in on this since the day one. The fucking red coats over there. The Brits are pretty much, they are with the bankers, the big bankers, the coin clippers. You know what I mean? You dig? They are part of that. All that royal family and all of that shit. They're all in on that bullshit. But anyways, I know some people are probably like, shut up and play the game, John. Shut up, play the game. Well, yeah, I would like to, but you know, we might not be able to sit here and play games one day, and that's why I am talking about it. And that's why I do want to get something done about it. It does bother me because I do care about the future. I'm not a narcissist. I don't just care about myself. I worry about the future of everybody else. I don't want, if I didn't, I wouldn't care, and who gives a shit? I'll just live my fucking life the way I want to, and then I'll die, and that'll be it. And whoever's behind me and their future, I don't care. You know, and unfortunately, we have a lot of people like that. That sucks. I guess maybe one day you guys might have kids, and then y'all will feel exactly what I feel. And yeah, it's not a good feeling thinking about your kid's future, and that might be it. Whoa. Again, I have to do this shit. Here we go. this level's longer than I thought. Wait, hold up. I think... Is that what... Wait. Is that where the fuck it is? Nah. Nah, bro. I got to go over there. Unless there's a handle I have to turn. Hang on. Let's see. Can I make it? Holy shit. Let's see if I find out the trick here. Oh. I think you do have to come down this way. Yep, you do. Holy shit. Let's see if I can... I just bypassed all of that. Uh-oh. I don't think you have to come here. Could probably skip this. Yep, sure can. Oops. Let's see, where did I go? If we're gonna speed run this, you need to find out exactly where you're trying to land on the map, or oh, looks like that's it. Fucked up. So, really, this is where you need to land. Yeah? Yeah. Oh shit. That's the end of the fucking map. Wow. Cool deal. Alright. Well, if you sat here and listened to my rant about the feminism and what's going on in Minnesota, I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you agree, or if you don't, you know, whatever. And you're welcome to leave a comment. I'm not going to get mad at you. I don't care. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not even talking about this through hate. But yes, I am against feminism now. I'm against the anti-white hate completely. And anybody that calls you a racist for that is racist. They hate you, and they don't want you. They don't want you to. For all these people that say that telling white people this, are trying to guilt them and shame them. They really are the racists. They don't want you. They want you to feel shame and guilt, which is evil. That's inherently evil. And yeah, I feel sorry for them. That's fucked up. And also the world is waking up from that. That doesn't exist. Like that shit is disappearing. Nobody cares. Like, that word has no meaning to it, except to, like, the boomers. Like, the boomers are still getting mad about the word racism. Like, they still get hurt by that word. Nobody else does. Like, anybody call me that today, it's just, like, really? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Like I said, they don't call you Nazi because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. That's the whole point. That's the whole point in all of that name calling. That's the whole point in them trying to bring up the past and redistort history. That way they can hurt people. They can hurt people they don't like. And that's the reason to get their self-power or promotions or incentives like reparations and things like that. They have to have a guilty person. They have to be a victim. And they have to have an oppressor. So they have to do whatever they can to scribble out history and do all whatever. That's why they play identity politics. They're the ones that started this shit, not us. You know, and that's the sad thing. Well, unfortunately, I think this nation was built on identity politics. To be honest, it was built for a high trust, Eurocentric society, Christian society. Actually, you know what? Actually, right. It's always been about identity politics, to be honest. And I don't know what happened along the way. You know, the biospirit, the ethos of most Europeans, Christians, were loving and embracing to others and open up their arms and let people come in that fucking hate us. That's what happened. Not all. Back in the day, assimilation. People assimilated and became part of the country and got along well, you know. But it's a lot different now. So, anyways. This flames. Fucking almost busted my ass there. But anyways, look guys, at the end of the day, I know this stuff can really make people mad. I see it driving a lot of people nuts on the internet. I see a lot of people getting gaslit. The media is purposely doing that on the right and the left. There's a lot of channels on the right, mainstream talking channels, like Matt Walsh. I used to enjoy talking to him when he came out with What Is a Woman. I watched a few of his things lately, and he looks miserable. He looks tired. He looks like he hates his job now. We know that's because who he works for. He doesn't seem like he has the independent liberty as a journalist that he used to have. He used to be very artistic. And I think a lot of people just wake up and we see who's fucking running the country. And that's why Nick Fuentes is so popular now, dude. The dude is speaking nothing but facts. And it's sad. It's a sad reality. He's speaking facts. But the good news is that change is coming. Change is coming, and for the better and the worse. The better for some people, and I think worse for others. And like I said, I will say this right now again. I believe, and I could see it happening, Elon Musk is more than likely going to be the next president of the United States. And he is going to use every single executive power that he can. He will fucking do it. He will not hesitate to make things happen like Trump has had. Dude, Elon is going to make shit happen. And I hope that's a good thing. If like I said, if that prophecy comes true, you know, I hope he's not, because he kind of scares me too, man. But it's like the Trump thing. He was the only thing standing in the way between U.S. citizens and our country getting destroyed. He was the only choice. And that's the thing about Nick Fuentes I'll never fucking understand. He said he did not vote for Trump the second time, which I think is stupid. Even though he knew all about this Israel stuff and Trump, still doesn't mean you don't fucking... Well, dude, your vote still counts. Like, what if Kamala would have fucking won? Then what? You know? What would have been his plan? Just let it all go to shit without a swinging chance? It's just fucking nuts. It's absolutely nuts. You just have to know that people that want Kamala to win, people like that to win, that are not European Christians, they want you gone. They want to see you not exist. Which, if that ever does happen, I see a lot of people that are scared and really worried about that happening. Like, what if white people just died off? Then you know what? We wouldn't be here and we wouldn't know about it and we wouldn't care. And the world would be fucked up and the rest of everybody else would have a fucking big shithole to live in. And it would be tribulation time, dude. You would have, like I said, they want us dead because we are the vanguards of Christianity and pretty much of human rights most of the time, not all of us, but like the middle class ones. That's the ones who they want dead. I'm not talking about the elites. Of course, those people are fucking trash. All those fucking politician whites, all of those upper elites are fucking satanic, sellout, fucking piece of shit garbage. I'm talking about the middle class Christian whites who this country was built for. That's who the 2A was built for, the 1A and all of that. Everything was built for those people. Wasn't built for fucking Jamal and Shakifa and the Bloods and the Crips to be walking around with the right to carry fucking military grade weapons. It wasn't built for them. It wasn't built for them. Like they say in their music, they not like us. They not like us. Obviously, we see that by crime stats, dude. And I'm not trying to pick on them because there's some really great people out there that totally, they're law abiding. They're even law officers. They're lawyers, and they, you know, there's some great people, and those are the exception. And I think we should protect those people and you know, look out for those people and everybody else that is an ally and that is against all this fucking anti-white man bullshit, man. And if they're not, then then you know already they hate you and they want you and your kids to die. It's that simple. And they will cheer about it. They'll celebrate it. They'll celebrate your death like they did to Charlie Kirk, and it's sad, dude. It's fucked up, but that's the sucker reality we live in. But anyways, stay positive anyways, regardless of this shit. If you're intertwined with Christ, you will have that. Give your life to God if you don't know Him, or start getting connected with some brothers that do know Him, and go to church. Stay fit. Go to the gym. Hit the gym. Use all this energy to better yourself. All this negative energy, if you're chronically online and things are pissing you off, take that energy with you and bring it to the gym, or bring it to your business and hustle and make some money with it and just get better. Let that be the driving factor to better yourself and say, fuck you motherfuckers. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to come out on top of this shit. That's what you have to do. And connect with some people, like-minded people, positive people, that you have good relationships. Good conversations are necessary, man. It's good for your health. Not just to sit here and listen to echo chambers, even if it's the truth and it's an echo chamber. You don't need to be sitting there listening to the same shit that you already know is going on. So all it'll do is fucking eat your spirit up. So save some time, put some time to unwind, go to the gym, work out, take boxing, do something like that if you still can. Anyways, guys, if you listen, if you're here, enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're not subbed, hit the sub button, and just know, notification bell, and just know that I have a lot coming soon. About to get my camera, some new equipment, microphones. I'll have my woman with me. We'll be doing some reaction videos, possibly on make a new channel talking about stuff like this, and might keep this one here just strictly for entertainment. I don't know yet. We'll see where this goes. Anyways, love you guys. Peace. Warrior 12, the Phantom Slayer. I'm out. And probably about to open up another stream here too. Gotta close this one out for now. Goodbye.